game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Second down after that previous play.
Downfield does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
First down here for this offense. Snap. And we're going to throw now on first down. He'll take a deep shot. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it again. The shovel pass complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Second down play coming up. Shotgun, looking for an open man. Brought to the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
Third and short to try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Short, brought a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Assignments before the snap. That play moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The running back grabs it on the screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Pulls it in. It's sharp. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Quarterback still with the football. Breaks an open space. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. One man at the backfield. He'll get the football. He's past the marker and still going. And he's tackled it only after picking up a first down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain. Not enough for the first down. A serious defensive battle as we wrap up the first quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. Both teams desperate to get the offense going, find a spark and some rhythm in this playoff game. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Running back with the football. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The quarterback's got it on the option. Oh, fumble here. Can you believe it? Recovered by the defense, and they're on the move. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. They have taken the lead in this semifinal game.
The big fella takes it all the way back for a touchdown. I mean, this linebacker's been hitting people all day. He finally gets to show what he can do when he gets his hands on the football. I remember this guy played running back in high school. He hasn't had his hands on the football in a long time, but clearly remembers what to do with it after he picks up that fumble.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Turner choosing to field this one. The coverage team able to bring him down. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They'll give it to the back. Running with purpose. First down and more. He's still running. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, maybe in the second half.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He escapes the pocket. Look out, room to run here. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Nice nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
In the shotgun, handoff inside. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. Now it's another broken tackle. Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. By the back now forces the defense to adjust. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Tackle is finally made out at the 11-yard line.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Longhorns looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Longhorns, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. Wide open downfield. Yes, first down yardage at the 46.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You've got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Irish.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Try and run it. There's the running back. Eludes a tackle. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
The quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. second down play coming up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to pass here on second down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down, in great scoring position. Here we go. That huge, explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it on the move. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. You got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Completion now makes it 2nd and 10 from the 49. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Going to try to use his legs here. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets them.
Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Drops back. We're going to test the secondary. On the move now. He'll wisely throw that one away. Here's a 2nd down play. Inside deal now from the shotgun. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups. The defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays. On 3rd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. Oh, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down. mix-up here for the offense.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Here comes a handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. A deep shot to the left side. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. After the massive play, it's first down just outside the red zone now.
And that's exactly what you love to see here in this 2-minute offense. You come up with a big play, and all of a sudden your mindset
decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. Oh, my gosh. If you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at second forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. A short completion with the tight end.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And now the defense will call a timeout before this field goal attempt, trying to get inside the kicker's head. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good, right down the middle. The game is now tied. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Start the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. The Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it hands alone. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
But what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back, and they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But man, they really need to start a new legacy. And maybe plays like this get them going in a new direction.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touch.
Longhorns have first and 10 here. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
try the ground game here with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? We flip it to him on the jet sweep. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the 31.
I think that's really good recognition there by the quarterback and offensive coordinator, the defensive lineman to go with the touch pass, and the execution is solid. They'll reset the downs after picking up the first.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Sideline catch made, but they stop him for no gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down after that short completion. From the shotgun, drops back. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I really love what they're doing with this plan today. Moving this wide receiver around, not allowing the defense to lock in on him, and he has had a big day today. Keep throwing in the rock.
Looking to chuck it again. Catch made on the right side. We're able to convert. It'll be first and goal at the 7.
Now that's what I call coming through to your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. And that will give them the lead now. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
They got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. First down. Checks this down to the running back. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on the running back. The quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, that's going to cost you.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down mark.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Send the back in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. That's incomplete. fourth down.
The offense doesn't come up with a completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Quarterback producing up adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw now on first down. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
The quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Using his legs on the scramble. Out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Second down here. Design quarterback run. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Gets made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Moves out of the pocket. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's an option look. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Now the defense has been torn up through the air, and now the option game has started to make its presence felt. Good read here by the quarterback to pitch it out and pick up a first.
Longhorns trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And it'll be Slugger right at the line for no gain.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Touchdown, Texas. They finish off the scoring run. Well, just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, he needs you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today, Curt.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Now it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Notre Dame. There was no catching it that time. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the 4th quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
PAT is good, but still trailed up. Team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This is a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Second down. The pass is incomplete. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Longhorns. Still no answer for this offense. Spot in the natty at stake. This defense is being shredded. Kurt, what can you do differently to stop this guy?
Man, I don't know. I would just keep trying to come up with double coverage or blitzing, something to try to slow down not just the receiver, but got to pressure the quarterback. But right now, the receiver's just in a zone. Sometimes you get into that spot, and it's so hard to get you out of it. You know, if I were this quarterback, keep throwing him the rock.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Offense is back on the field. Any hopes of staying alive in the playoff depend on making the play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The pass is broken up beautifully to prevent that big play.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
We're going to pass here on 2nd down. looking deep downfield to the left. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46. The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Puts it fly to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Now they'll set up for the point after. DHC up and good to get a little bit closer. Leaves are lining up to attempt an onside kick. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Texas offense comes back out on the field. The wideout goes in motion. Grinding away with a running game. Breaks free. Ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Solid gain in the play there. Wiped out by the penalty flag. Coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. QB decides to keep it here. They bring it down right at the 20.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Playoff game on the line here. The offense played keep away to secure the victory. It's a quarterback keeper. Finds room with the 30. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
I mean, this guy's having a dream day. Already over 200 yards through the air. Now showing you what he can do with his feet. This guy's a complete package under center.
Playoff games coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Someone moved this a bit too early. Cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Off to the back. The runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football? Looking for a man deep down the left side. Pass spot. Can he get in?
You know, as a quarterback, quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game. Offense late in the game. This touchdown makes it a two-possession game with under a minute to go.
Extra point up and good. A two-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. First down, they're going to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. The junior brought down after making a great catch.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Down. They're going to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. What a catch! And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a first down and goal.
Hey, you're trailing late in the game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
Touchdown, Irish. That's how you finish a play.
They did what they had to do with this touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
Coach makes the decision to go for a two-point conversion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the kick is wrapped up by the hands team, and that should be enough to secure the victory. They can kneel down and get out of here with a W.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop. Playoff games coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. What a crucial blunder by the defense to give up the first down. The offense can essentially just run out the clock. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, and that's another touchdown for this offense. They continue to go out there and battle. I want to see what this handshake's going to be like after the game. I don't know how the opposing coach feels about this late score.
That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job is even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
That's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.